I love putting people on the spot. It's kind of fun. I want to bring up Joe Satriano and Billy Ray. And they have no idea why I'm bringing them up. But I really like to put people on the spot, but I think this is the perfect time to really tell the story of how Joe Satriano met the Beatles tribute band. So, Joe, you want to start, or Billy, you want to start?
Well,
all right, Joe, I'll start with you. So we're gonna go to the history of how this connection happened between Joe Satriano and the Beatles tribute band. Joe?
Well, I could tell you, first of all, Sue and I saw this band on Broadway in the early 80s, possibly late 70s. Late 70s. And then Sue passes away, and the first birthday that I had after Sue was no longer with me, my friends saw how depressed I was. So where did they take me? They took me to B.B. King's in the city. Lo and behold, who was performing there? Strawberry Fields. That was the first of 17 times that I saw them at...
Get out of here! You saw them 17 times?
17 times. It was great. And every time they had another beautiful show. It was amazing. About the 5th time I saw them, I actually handed books and t-shirts and pins and things like that to just thank them for getting me out of this terrible funk that I was in after losing Sue. The 7th time they saw me...
Your wedding song was And I Love You, correct?
Correct. And that's another beautiful thing, that the band, Billy, will make sure that he plays that song for me at the concerts. I get my cry out of the way, which is wonderful, and then I enjoy the rest of the show. So, and you sing it beautifully.
Thank you.
All right.
So the idea was, at the 7th time that I saw them, I believe it was Tony who plays John Lennon, and he said, well, listen, we seem to be impressed with what you do. We would love to do benefit concerts for you. And that was the beginning of a beautiful, beautiful relationship, to the point where I haven't got their talent, but I feel like part of the group. They truly make me feel like the 5th Strawberry.
Billy, from your perspective, meeting Joe.
It was a blessing. Truly. It's another example to me of how God brings people together for a great cause, to benefit other people, to help other people that are in such dire situations, devastations from loss of parents to cancer. What a better way to be able to bring great music, which is, I always thought the Beatles' music was about love. All of their songs were about love. And to be able to be a part of this benefit, which is really a shadow, it's a light of love, to help people that have suffered a devastating loss, and their world has been turned upside down, and to kind of help them all to pick themselves back up and to move on with life and know that other people care about it. The great thing about this benefit, I tell people, it's $25 even if you don't come. $25 is going to go to help some poor person you don't even know. And I'm a firm believer in the ripple effect, in that if what one person does can affect someone else, can affect someone else, can affect someone else. And getting back to how Strawberry Fields got together with Joe, it's a blessing from God that for both of us that we were able to come together and to make work for this cause.
So it's really a great story. When did you notice Joe? I mean, from him going to, 17 concerts. About when did you notice, Joe, that this guy, he must dig us? He's come to so many. When did you become aware of Joe?
I think it was when he brought some books. I think it was when he brought the book club. We'd actually seen him, but this was the first time that we were introduced to him. And that's when we learned of this tremendous story, unbelievable story that what this gentleman went through, and what he did, how he turned a tragedy into a positive thing. Unbelievable tribute to his lovely wife, Susan.
And Joe, I know that Susan is going to be with you on Friday night.
Absolutely.
Well, the very interesting thing is, I don't know whether the audience understands why we picked October 2nd. Not only is October Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but October 2nd happens to be Sue's 10th anniversary of her death. But we are not crying that night. We're going to be celebrating. And we're going to be making lots of money for the foundation and helping kids who, unfortunately, like my kids, had to deal with it. We're going to make their lives a little bit better by letting them know that somebody knows what's going on out there with their situation, and also defraying a little bit of the cost of college education. But I can't do it alone, as I said before. You know, I need the help of other people. Like I said, Naomi, Susan, unbelievable how much time and effort they put in to make this thing a success. Strawberry Fields. People are not coming out to see me that night. They're coming out to see Strawberry Fields. And I'm telling you, they are worth every single dime. $25 is a drop in the bucket. These guys should be getting more than that. They are that good. You know, they have performed at Yankee Stadium between hockey game intervals, periods 2 and 3, when the Rangers played. I believe you told me, Billy, that your fingers were freezing that night.
We did 4 songs that night in front of 56,000 people. I think it was 18 degrees, and the first song was All My Lovin', which was the opener. We had hand warmers in our coach while they were announcing us, and I thought, hey, this is not bad. I can do this. Now it's 18 degrees out, so we started the song. By the end of All My Lovin', which was the first song, my hands felt like they'd been run over by a truck. So the 3 more songs we made it through, and it was a wonderful experience, you know. And that's another thing that goes back to why the Beatles are so popular. There were families out there celebrating the hockey game, but they were coming together as a family, and this music, and I could tell by watching the crowds that the kids and the grown-ups and everybody were into this music. Who's not gonna like this band, this music?
Not only did they play at Yankee Stadium for the hockey game, but they were also at Shea Stadium
for the 10th, I think the 40th anniversary of the Beatles at Shea Stadium.
Yeah. If you go online to Strawberry Fields, the tribute band, I think you will see the actual footage of that performance. They actually wore their Nehru jackets, I believe, that night, and they looked just like the Beatles that evening. So they are the best. I'm telling you, I've seen all the tribute bands. These guys have it down pat. They are wonderful. They are worth the trip, even if you're coming from Brooklyn, folks. So come out, enjoy the concert. At the same time, you're doing a mitzvah for so many wonderful kids.
That's the main thing.
Thank you, guys.
I'm going to put you on the spot, Billy Ray. If somebody put you on the spot and said, Billy, I know you love a lot of the Beatles songs, but if you had to pick your absolute favorite Beatles song, what would it be?
That is a hard question because it changes from time to time. There are so many of their songs that are great. As I said, their songs all dealt about love. One of my favorites is All My Lovin'. It's a great song. I thought All You Need Is Love is unbelievable. There's the ending of the Abbey Road medley on side 2 where it ends with the love you take is equal to the love you make, which is kind of cool to tie in here to what we're doing here with this benefit. It's an act of love. So it's hard to pick.
Yeah, it's hard. But how about you, Joe? What if you had to pick maybe 1 or 2?
Well, that's easy for me because Susan, my wedding song, was "And I Love Her," and you know, I will listen to that quite often because it just means so much to me. And you know, and these guys do just an incredible job singing it. It's just for me, it's the highlight of the show. And from there, they go on and just rock on the rest of the night, doing all kinds of Beatles songs after the early Beatles. Yeah, the
Sgt. Pepper.
Correct. They'll do Sgt. Pepper. They'll do stuff from Abbey Road. They're just amazing. I can't say enough wonderful words about them. Guys, get out there and enjoy the concert. It's again Friday night, October 2nd. Doors open at 6:45. It is well worth your $25. Thank you.
That's awesome, Billy Ray, Joe, and we have the